Assalamu alaikum and welcome to my channel. Most of the students feel it difficult to speak in part 2 of IELTS speaking test because speaking at length becomes very difficult. In today's video, we'll work on that, and if you want to get band 8 or 8 plus after following this interactive lesson training video, you will definitely get 8 band or more than the required band that you want. So let's start today's lecture. So here we go. It is actually today's lecture, IELTS Teachers Training Workshop 2 Main Advanced Level. This is a video for IELTS students and IELTS teachers. Both of them can learn at the same time. So this is about a part 2. Numerous students get difficulty in getting or in gathering ideas to speak for 2 minutes. It becomes very difficult for them, but by watching this video and working along with me over here, you will come out of this box and your brain will start processing and you'll speak in a good way. So what to do is, there is an image before you. This is the image that is really before you. So what to do? You have to look at the image. This is a burger. Actually, work with a partner, add 3 to 5 words to each picture. So let's talk about the first picture. There is a burger before you, and you should write on your notebook and with the pencil what ideas emerging in your brain after watching this. Because if your eyes are watching and brain and eyes are focusing together at one object, your brain starts working. The ideas might be, according to the trainers, the ideas might be hamburger, fast food, greasy, unhealthy, and globalization. You can write your own ideas on the notebook after pausing this video. So, for example, you can have numerous other ideas. For example, you can say it over here, you can write succulent, tasty, unhealthy. After that, you can use the word cheese inside. There are the beef layers. There are the vegetables inside. A big bun. It's most watering. So there might be the numerous ideas in the brain you can write over there. Let's move forward. In the example, it was really explained, work in small groups, explain why you have chosen these words. For example, well, I have chosen hamburger because that's all it's called, but it is also called a beef burger. So now what to do is, please work faster. On your notebook, you have to stop and pause my video over here, and you can look at picture 1. That is a multicultural food fair. Picture 2, there is an obese man having a trolley and moving in the aisle of a shopping store or a shopping mall. In the 3rd, there are vegetables, and in the 4th, there is a family sitting outside of the home. What ideas are emerging in your brain? Write for 1 minute on each picture. For example, you can pause my video over here and you can work along. Okay, fine. I think you have worked along. So what ideas have you done there? You have to tell me, and you can write in the comments underneath this video. So what have you written? And the first, under the first image, for example, it is multicultural food fair. You can write the first word, continental food, a gathering. You can say numerous words, the opportunity to look upon the culture, and there were the swings inside, and there were the continental dishes, and this way you can make 4 or 5 words over there. Now come towards second picture. What do you think? What is there? Write on your notebook. And then you can see that there is an obese man having a trolley, and he is in mall in the grocery aisle, and he must go for exercise, and he should lose weight. So these type of the ideas you can write there. Now let's come towards the 3rd. There are some vegetables. What ideas come in your brain? For instance, the ideas might be vegetables, healthy, colorful, nutritious, and fruitful. You can say add other words. I have told you only 5 words. Now number 4. The first word might be family gathering, dining outside, multifarious food items, grandfather, father, mother, grandmother, and numerous other words. You can say the very nice background, building. So after getting these ideas, you can speak on these ideas. You can speak at length. Then there are the spices here. Colorful, herbs and spices, placed in a row, useful, minerals, vitamins, taste. These type of ideas must come in the brain. You can add your own ideas and write those ideas in the description underneath. Now let's come towards the 6th picture. It is a restaurant picture. After thinking about the restaurant, your brain can say something. What? For example, a function, birthday party, continental food, salads, environment was great, air conditioned, or numerous other words should be in the brain. So in these 6 pictures, you can speak for 12 minutes. How to speak? You can speak with your friend. You can speak alone too. Now move forward. There are some other picture. Picture 7. This is a cake. Before you look at the cake, imagine that. Write some useful words. For example, a chocolate cake, a cream inside, a foamy cake. There's mountain of chocolates and it's really tasty, attractive, birthday celebration, wedding celebration, gift. These type of the ideas can be in your brain. Now let's move towards the 8th picture. In the 8th picture, you can say sisters, water, bringing water. You can say the desert, drought means scarcity of food, cracks. This is a scene of a desolated land. These type of the ideas can come in the brain. So now come towards the 9th picture. What are the ideas in your brain after watching this? You can pause my video and you can write the ideas, whatever you like. But let's discuss a bowl of salad, tomatoes, spinach, olives, useful, healthy, nutritious, and numerous other words you can say about that and right over here. Now, picture 10, food guide pyramid. After looking at the food guide pyramid, what you can say that there are 5 food groups in the building. Okay, food groups. Number 1, carbohydrates. The dairy products. There are the meat products, fruits, vegetables, and there are actually the canned or processed food. You can write numerous other words. Unhealthy, creates obesity, blood cholesterol, and blood pressure, and heart diseases. So these type of the words can be written underneath as the lecture moves ahead. Or now number 11, there is a garden actually. This is a view of the garden. So what ideas come in your brain? You can pause the video after every picture and write your own ideas. Then you can learn some hints from my side. For example, a garden. You can write in the hints a garden, apples, apple garden, healthy, nutritious, increase beauty, grass, whitewashed trees, environment, picnic, birthday celebrations. Okay, now come towards the picture 12. Over here, there is a lady having some food before. Now this is your turn. Pause my video and write the hints that arrive in your brain. A lady, a decent lady, wearing nice dress, having before her rice, a continental dish, fish, and some sauces. She's eating outside, restaurant, environment of the restaurant. She's well mannered and eating in a nice way. So these type of ideas might be there. So what are the pictures about? Put a picture number under the headings. Raw ingredients, eating out, food and health, food and environment, food and celebrations. So these are actually the headings. You can revise the video and you can go over there. These pictures are a number of these numbers of the pictures will fall in this category. So in this way, your brain will start to differentiate and categorize the information. Now let's move ahead. Teachers training workshop, and what is it? Teachers training workshop 2, it means advanced level. 4, what vocabulary and pictures are relevant to the following IELTS question? For example, describe a national dish from your country. You can link these with the last picture that you have seen, but if you are alone and you are studying, so what you do is you should write these questions on your notebook and prepare hints about that for 1 minute. For example, describe a national dish from your country. You should say what this dish is and when you eat it and who you eat it with, and say why you enjoy it or not. If I tell you about that, because I live in Pakistan, so Pakistan's national dish is nihari. That is actually a dish of beef which is eaten in the morning time. So you can speak according to this, you can speak according to your country's favorite dish. What is this dish? For example, it is a nihari, and you can write the next in when you eat. You can say in the morning at breakfast time, and who you eat with my friends, my cousins and family, and say why you enjoy it or not. It is very tasty, presentation is good. So write these type of the ideas and then start speaking for 2 minutes. For instance, you can say, thank you very much, sir, for providing me an opportunity to speak on my favorite dish. I love to eat. I love to not only eat, but I love to eat a lot, a lot, a lot. Pakistan's favorite dishes are not only my favorite, but also the favorites of others. Let me talk about the national dish as you have asked me. Sir, that dish is called nihari. This is the dish which is made with beef, having different onions inside, and also the numerous ingredients which make it more delicious. This dish have a separate cooking recipe. It is cooked throughout the night and get prepared in the morning time, and everyone loves to eat that. I eat this. Now look at the next question line. And because in your IELTS speaking part 2, you have to speak on all the questions which are written over here. If you will leave even one line unattended or not spoken about one line, the bands will be deducted because it will be a lower task achievement. So first of all, we have to think about the task achievement. Then you can add the answer when you eat it. Sir, because it is being eaten always in the morning time, so obviously I also eat it in the morning time, and there are numerous restaurants or the road cafes. You can go over there on those road cafes. You can eat this type of the dishes, not only nihari but also others. But you know, whenever I go and eat over there, I really have love to take away that dish so that I can eat that during the daytime. The next question is who you eat it with. While you're speaking, you should have an eye on the questions and also the hints that you have made. In this way, both should be on the both sides. You can have a glance on the questions and then the glance on the hints, and you can mix those hints, and you can also add the connectors, the fillers, the discourse markers, and all those which I have told in the first lecture. In this way, your speech will become an amalgamation of all the ingredients which are really required to get band 8. So keep it in your mind. Let's move ahead. Who you eat it with? Sir, I love to eat it with my friends. Yes, but not only friends, but also I love to eat it with my family members. At the weekends, I go with my family members and we eat in a family hall. But whenever I go with my friends, we really dine out and enjoy to eat it at the rooftops and sometimes on the roadsides. And I love, now the next question is, and say why you enjoy it or not. I love it. Enjoy is actually a smaller word, I guess. I feel crazy about eating it because most of the time it is succulent dish. And whenever I eat it, I feel that I'm getting energy from a beast and becoming a beast to work throughout the day. It really fills me with an energy to move forward in my life. So I love to eat and enjoy. So aroma of this dish really inspires me a lot, and it my brain say to eat it a lot and eat it multiple times. So in this way, you have to speak for 2 minutes. You should add your expressions, your feelings, the pitch up and pitch down in your IELTS speaking. Now next is describe a place you have eaten at, and then you can say who you eat it with. Oh, sorry. Describe a place you have eaten in. You should say where it is, why you ate, and why you went there. These type of questions are there, and you have to try to answer all these questions in your practice. Now let's move forward. But before that, this is the IELTS Speaking Test Part 2 Coherence, and we are studying IELTS Teachers Training Workshop of advanced level. This is the booklet of that workshop. So, number 1, work with a partner. Take turns to give a 2-minute talk on a topic below. Student A, look at your topic and take a mystery card. You have 1 minute to prepare your talk. You must use a mystery word in your talk. So, student B, listen to your partner. As you are listening, write down what you think the mystery word is, and you may have 3 attempts. For example, when student A has finished, tell them what you think their mystery word was. Swap rules. Now keep in mind, because at the same time I'm teaching this IELTS trainers and IELTS teachers, so you can work together. All the students can work separate, and the teachers can work with the students, so teachers can practice with the other students. Describe your experience of the city. You should say what getting around the city is like, and what the buildings are like, and what there is to do. And say why you like or don't like the city life. So there is a mystery word. What should be the mystery word? For example, the city. You can say, as you talk about the city, and your partner must think that what are you talking about? And he will guess that the mystery word is city over there because you are talking about that city. Now, for example, describe how you stay healthy. You have to speak for 2 minutes on these questions and answer all these in your discussion, and your friend may think that you are speaking about health. So what to do is, you can pause my video, you can screenshot this, or you can write this on your notebook and try to answer all these questions. And keep in mind, this is a very special lecture. All the questions from this lecture might arrive there in the IELTS test. So this is actually another beautiful part. It is my favorite part. So IELTS speaking test part 2, paraphrasing. In first lecture we learned about the paraphrasing, because in your IELTS speaking you have to add 3 paraphrasing or the 4 paraphrasing. One should be in part 1, one should be in part 2, and 1 to 2 should be in part 3. How add paraphrasing mean rephrasing your words or the ideas. For example, work with a partner. You have 1 minute to prepare a talk about the topic from below. You must not use any of the banned words. For example, listen to your partner, answer the questions. Did they use any banned words? What did they say instead of the banned words? For example, now keep in mind, if you will work with having the banned words, your brain will start working fast, will start finding other ways to say the same thing. And if you will train your brain to find other ways to say the same thing or the same idea, your brain will flourish, your brain will regrow itself, your brain will develop web to speak proper English and a web of words to explain different ideas, which is really required. So work this. This is a golden method to ban some words and to say the same thing. For example, over here, describe a place you have eaten in. What should you should say where it is and what you ate and why you went there, and say why you would recommend it or not. Banned words are restaurant, menu, food, recommend. So what you do here, over here, describe a place you have eaten in. You should avoid the word restaurant, because you have gone to the restaurant, but you should change the words. For example, I have eaten this in a hotel and in the cafeteria. I have eaten this in the street food points and food corners. You can replace the word menu with the food list. You can say then the waiter came with a food list in the hand. Don't use the word menu there. The food, don't use the word food. For example, menu is actually the dishes list, and don't use the word food. You can use the dishes, the continental also. So recommend, don't use the word recommend. You can say in other words, everything, whatever you like. Describe a book you have read. You should say what it is and what this plot is and who the main characters are, and say why you would recommend it or not. Banned words are book, plot, story, recommend. You have to pause my video here, write down all these questions sections on your notebook, and you can practice with your family members and friends. Okay, this is actually the better view. Let me increase or decrease. Okay, now look at this. You can take the screenshot also, and you can speak on that on this. Okay. After passing my video, try to write and then resume my video from here. Now keep one thing in mind. You can record your audio and you can share this audio with me on my Facebook page, and that is English Council. And also you can share this in the recommending in the comments, so that I can listen to that again and I can comment about that. Let's come towards the IELTS teachers training next. It is the assessment lecture, IELTS speaking test part 2. Watch the IELTS part 2 interview of the candidate C and make notes below on the strong and the weak points of the candidate's performance. For example, over here, it is a marking criteria, positive and negative points, and grade over here. Fluency and coherence we have to check. We have to check lexical resource. We have to check grammatical range and accuracy. We have to check pronunciation. So what to do is These must be checked in the multiple way. Positive and negative points and the grades must be checked. So what you do is you can write this on your notebook, and then I'll play a video for you. You have to watch that video and then give the points here. Now, here we go. Here is the video for you. Watch it.
Now I'm going to give you a topic, and I'd like you to talk about it for 1 to 2 minutes. Before you talk, you'll have 1 minute to think about what you're going to say, and you can make some notes if you wish. Understand?
Yes.
So there's some paper and a pencil for making notes, and here's your topic. I'd like you to describe a well-known person you like or admire.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Now, remember, you have 1 to 2 minutes for this, so don't worry if I stop you. I'll tell you when the time is up. Can you start speaking now, please?
Okay. I should describe a well-known person that I would like to meet or admire. This person is called Madonna by many people. It's her name, which is given by her in her birth. I would like to meet her because I admire her. Because she's the most popular singer. She's a legend and a pop icon in the world. She is a well-known pop star, and I admire her because of her background, because of because she sings very well, and she's got nice songs, and she inspired many people by her creativity and style, and fashion style as well. And I admire her as a normal person, as a mother of a son and a daughter, and what she's done in the past. That she supported many organizations and funds many people, and she earned her money by herself. She went with $34 from home to New York, and she's got nothing when she came to New York, and I think that's the thing that I admire her. And everyone knows her, and some people don't like her and think that she is nasty, and she did nasty things in her life, and because she was talking too much about feminism, about some things, some sort of things which link with sex. She encouraged many people to fight for their rights.
Thank you. Do your friends feel the same way about this person?
I think so. I'm not. Most of my friends don't like her. I like her because of her. Because she's a legend, I think.
Thank you.
I think you have watched the video and you have enjoyed that. Now you have what bands have you given? It depends upon you. But let's check what the bands were awarded by the British Council and by the Cambridge. So the trainees notes overall grade 6.5 of the candidate C. How is it? Fluency and coherence, the first criteria is. The positives are actually he was able to speak at length without loss of coherence, not much repetition across his long-term sequence, ideas appropriately, and links ideas using a range of discourse markers. Some hesitations and reformulations were there. This is a negative point. So I have explained positive and negative points. What are the discourse markers? You can watch the first video of the same speaking part 1. I have explained every single was there. So the examiner have given him the grade 7. What you have given, you should write in the comments. Now come toward the lexical resources. As far as the lexical resources are concerned, then uses a range of vocabulary including less common items, for example, legend, background, inspired, creativity, style, some flexibility and awareness of collocations, a pop icon, fight for their rights, and range of vocabulary lifts it to higher band. And this is actually the positive. There is a negative too, some inappropriate word choices, but they do not impede comprehension. So in lexical resources, he is enjoying band 7. Let's move ahead. Grammatical range and accuracy. The positives are uses a range of complex structures and embedded clauses with some flexibility. Error-free structures are frequent, and the negative is tenses are not always accurate, but he got the score 7 there. Now let's talk about the pronunciation. The positive is speech is generally clear. It means only mispronunciation. Speech is generally clear, only mispronounces individual words like legend and funds for funds. Negative is strong accent and regularly produces F or the, th sound, th sound. Stress patterns are sometimes distorted but intrusive fillers and so he got band 6 over here. So this was today's lecture. In this lecture, you have learned how to speak in part 2, how to speak at length, how to speak for band 8, what are the ingredients. If you don't know, they can check the speaking English part 1 video. And thank you very much for watching this video. You can share, subscribe, and press the bell icon. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.